Hi, and welcome to today's session of or video on Wellness Wednesday. The flower essence that came up today was the flower essence of beech, which is actually a tree, and it came up under the area of acceptance. And this one talks about, or is specifically for people who are overcritical of others and judgmental on others. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are quite judgmental. And it's interesting, when we judge someone else, we're actually judging ourselves. So what that means is often the things that we judge in others are parts of ourselves. It's parts of ourselves that we have denied or disowned. And so this flower essence talks about when we are being judgmental on others, that it comes from insecurity from within. So kind of that same thing, we're judging ourselves, or from hypersensitivity. I think this one kind of came up at this time because I know there's a lot of people who are in a fear space and really having a hard time dealing with what's going on in the world. And on the outside, they're appearing like they're okay, but they're really critical of other people who are also in a fear space and probably not operating at their best right now. And people are being really judgmental. Yeah, that's about all I want to say about that. But just being really judgmental. So really look at yourself. If you are getting really angry and judgmental at people who how they're acting in this situation, then chances are that you're judging yourself in the same way and that you're feeling sensitive and inferior in some way. So it's a really good time to look inward. I know when I judge someone else, I always stop and ask myself, okay, what am I judging myself about? And that's a really good way to kind of put things in check and to bring out that compassion piece, because we're all going through this together, and there's a lot of fear and a lot of panic out there and a lot of uncertainty, which are not comfortable places to be. And people are not necessarily acting their best because they're in stress mode. And we need to remember that and have compassion. So if this kind of speaks to you, if you find that you're someone who is really judgmental, and maybe you can recognize that that's coming from a place of hypersensitivity or feeling inferior, then this is a flower essence for you. And how this flower essence assists is it helps you recognize that we are all imperfect, but we're all loved and have unconditional love and support from the spiritual world, whatever that looks like to you. And so by connecting us to that, we become a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more understanding, and we can see the good in others. So if this, like I said, speaks to you, then you just simply need to ask the flower essence of beech to enter your energy body, energy field, and physical consciousness, and then ask it to assist you with finding compassion for others and releasing judgments, and finding compassion for yourself as well. And then you ask the flower essence of beech to manifest, to integrate, and then you ask it to stabilize and you feel it come into your body. If you're more interested in finding out how to do that, or if you're interested in a personal reading because you're feeling there's a lot of stuff that's kind of coming up for you right now, which is completely normal, then contact me and we can book a personal flower essence energy healing session and kind of clear out some of that old energy that's been stuck there for a while. I wish you all well. I hope you have a great week, and we will talk to you next week.